Which project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See that?
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in to help us to redefine what's cool.
Yes.
What's good?
It's Monday.
It is Monday all day.
All day, every day. And you know what that means?
What that mean?
We made it through the weekend.
We made it through the weekend, yes.
How was your weekend?
I had a pretty good weekend, actually. Yeah, it was a pretty good weekend. Mm-hmm. Mr. Emmett, he's still back there hollering, teach the babies.
Teach the babies.
Teach the children.
Right. All of that.
No, I had a good weekend, actually. So what did I do? So I went to the Connect with Carla B.
Friday.
Podcast.
Big shouts out to Carla B.
Yeah, shouts out to Carla B, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing, too. Like, real good vibe, good energy. The way she launched it. The interview that she did with Dr. Tomlin.
Okay.
And the way she interviewed her, it was good. It was a good, good program, good kickoff to the weekend. So that was Friday. Mm-hmm. And then Saturday, it was sad, but not sad. So we had a funeral for a community uncle, my Uncle Tony.
Okay.
Yeah. And, but I mean, getting, you know how you do it. You connect with people you ain't seen in a while and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the repass is always the moment. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then yesterday I ain't really do too much. I watched a documentary on, what was it? I think it was called the Comedy Revolution.
Okay.
And I think it's fitting because our guest that we got coming in, we got comedian NY going to be joining us.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. And so, but it was a good documentary too. So if y'all check it out, the Comedy Revolution. It was talking about kind of the origins of, not origins, but the evolution of stand-up comedy through that Black lens.
Okay, so everybody was kind of on that.
And not everybody, just game changers. Like
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy came later. Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby, Dick Gregory. They started with Dick Gregory.
Okay.
Because Dick Gregory was like the one that really changed the game and made it where it was like that social commentary.
What about Red Fox?
Red Fox was kind of after Dick Gregory. He was like kind of the new up and coming.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he was like, what happened with Dick Gregory was they marginalized him. So they loved him at first because he was just doing jokes. He was the first one to go in there with white, audiences at Playboy Club. But then he went to a rally in Mississippi and he got radicalized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After going to a voting rights, march in Mississippi. And then after that, he said that he became an activist first and an entertainer second. And then as he started being more vocal, the writers and authors and TV
they ain't
programs,
like it.
They ain't like it. So,
as long as you making jokes and you making a plum fool, they can laugh at you. But once you,
right.
But then as soon as you want to say something real, and you want to bring some attention to stuff that's happening, no.
But what it did was when they started telling him no, the demand for Black comedians was there now.
So it's too late.
And so it opened up the door for other people like Red Fox and others, and it's good. I don't want to give too much.
Well, since you said that last night, I was flipping through the TV channels, and Eddie Murphy was on.
Okay.
His first comedy show, the
Delirious?
Not Delirious, Uncut. What was it?
Raw.
Raw
was the second one.
All right. Well, Raw was on.
See, I remember when they was new.
Okay.
I remember when Raw came out.
Because you weren't supposed to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was thinking about when I was watching it, like, whoa, because I'm even now.
That was a part of the documentary. They talked about the party records and how like that was another way that it happened. It's like our culture. Like it was underground, almost like how hip hop. It started underground. And then it started going mainstream, but the underground comedy scene was real big, and they used to do records. And they would put the records on at the party and just, listen to the jokes and whatnot. And so it was like this, how did they have it? It was like an open secret. Like people knew that they was doing it, but ain't nobody really talk about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they just started talking about it and promoting it.
Oh, yeah, that was real raunchy. That's where Dolomite came from.
Yep.
Red Fox and Dolomite had them records back then. And it was really, and then it was an old, it was a lady too.
Mom's Mabley.
Yep.
Was on
no, I'm talking about it was somebody more.
They were tougher than her.
I can't think when I think of her name.
Good morning, Damien.
She was a little more on the edge.
Right. So
that made me think.
Good morning, Damien. Speaking of comedians, comedian Damien Davis is in there. Appreciate you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did they do
Tony Wells?
Did they do a drill music to the comedy after Dick Gregory got real political?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Did they push up the not political actors?
That's what kind of that was the space Bill Cosby was able to carve out.
But when Bill Cosby got famous, he was a little less.
No, that's what happened. The way he got famous was because he was a little less, and he was more acceptable and more palatable.
Yep.
They said because he started out. You know how it is. The hot guy is Dick Gregory, so everybody patterning themselves after Dick Gregory.
But then Bill did.
Then somebody challenged Dick Gregory. He was college educated too. Was another part of it. They challenged Bill Cosby. Mm-hmm. They said if it wasn't for race, then you wouldn't have a show. And so he took the challenge to be like, okay, I'm going to do my whole show without talking about race. And so he focused more on like family and the interactions of everyday interactions with family. And that's what made him like the big star, because in his sets, he never really talked about race. He just talked about family, which was relatable to everybody, whether you was black or white. So it was interesting. It's a good, I'm telling y'all, check it out. The Comedy Revolution. Damien, you got to check that out, man, if you haven't seen it already. We're talking about the weekend, man. How was your weekend?
Good. I ain't do nothing.
Sometimes that's what make it good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
nice
make it
and simple.
That's what make it good. So today,
okay, go ahead.
September 11th, 2023.
We know what September 11th is.
Yeah. So on the fateful morning of September 11, 2001, a series of coordinated terrorist attacks forever altered the course of American history. At 8:46 a.m., an American Airlines plane loaded with jet fuel crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City, causing a catastrophic explosion near the 80th floor. Moments later, at 9:03 a.m., a second plane, United Airlines Flight 175, struck the South Tower, engulfing it in flames. And we know the rest of the story from there, a lot of the story from there. So I wanted to ask y'all, do you remember where you were on September 11th when this was going on?
Yes, I remember exactly what. So I was dropping off my auntie. I was borrowing her Corolla. I was dropping her off at Osceola Middle School. And I was listening to Orlando and the Freak Show. And they was like, whoa, wait, hold on.
Right.
A plane just hit a building. Wait, another one.
Yeah.
So I was in Osceola. I was leaving Osceola Middle School when I heard the news.
Right. Mr. Edmond, where you look?
I watched it. I was watching, I think, Good Morning America, one of the morning shows. And so as I was like, wasn't paying attention. And then I'm like, what? And when I looked at it, that's when the second plane hit.
Ooh.
So they was already running the first plane back. So when the second one hit, so when the second one did it, I didn't know if it was another one or if it was just another playback.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But it was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Where were you?
So I was leaving the doctor's office. Me and my wife, we was going, leaving the doctor's office, heading to work, and listening to the Tom Joyner morning show. And Tom Joyner was like, "Is this real? Like a plane hit the building?" And everybody was like, "Nah." And it was like, "No, this actually happening. It just happened. Like a plane hit the Twin Towers." And then by the time we got to work, that's when the second one had hit. And I was working in the call center at the time, and it was like, we made a couple calls, and then after we was making calls, they was like, "Are you serious? You calling my house right now?" And it's like, what? And then we got like the news, like, to shut down the operation. I remember we were there. One of the supervisors, he had like one of them scanners, and he tapped into like the New York scanner channel, and we was hearing in real time them going into the buildings, what was happening. And then when the tower collapsed, it was like, oh my God, like what is really going on? So it was definitely a moment that I'll never forget. September 11th. And then after that, of course, being a Muslim, after that, the enemy became, Islam. And so
that had to be a little tough.
That was a lot tough. It was really, 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 really tough. We were just talking about this too with I got something from the professor. But what made it tough was we used to, our proselytizing and us going out into the community as brothers and sisters. But then after that, the sisters couldn't go out. Like it was like this thing where it was a little dangerous for the women to go out and to participate in our soldiering, as we called it. And it just changed a lot for us. Heightened alerts on security, being more vigilant. Like it was definitely a time not only for the country but for Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Arab community who
it was hard for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, they didn't
Muslims,
want.
we had it as black Muslims, but we were black. And
so y'all kind of it was hard, but y'all got to pass a little bit.
A little bit.
But if you was Arabic or or they even assumed you were.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They didn't want you on no plane. They didn't.
It got so serious. They took a whole country over.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to invade the country. They ended up giving it back to.
Well, no, they did invade it, but they just couldn't take it. I think it was 20. Well, you're talking about Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. It was 20 years.
Yeah, so they went into Afghanistan in like October, like literally.
Yeah, they went straight in.
Like straight in.
They
right
went
after,
straight in.
The Twin Tower attack. And then we just saw, what was that, a year ago, 2 years ago, when Biden came in, they just got out of there.
But what was interesting, right? Because like I used to be in the news, right? And the group who they say they was looking for did not have a country.
Right.
They did not have a country. They did not have Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Afghanistan was ran by another.
It was by the Taliban.
Yeah, but they had another group.
Yeah.
And so now that group they went and chased runs the country now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It flipped. The country flipped. So that little
leadership,
group, that little group they was chasing now runs the country.
And that's the other thing that came out of this, right? There was a documentary, one of the first kind of aspects of it that started questioning what really happened, like the real story. There was a documentary called Loose Change. You ever seen it? Okay, so Loose Change was a documentary. It challenged the official narrative of the events of September 11th. It presented a compilation of the facts, media interviews. They did flight simulations. They had photographs. And they basically just started testing the evidence of and really pushing back on the original narrative of what happened at that moment. And as these things go, they got put into the conspiracy theorist box. But a lot of the stuff that they talked about. So the film questioned the original version of 9/11, suggesting that the U.S. government may have been involved in the events. It also highlighted historical events like Operation Northwoods. That's the one that y'all should check out too. Operation Northwoods, which was a proposal to stage terrorist attacks as a pretext for military intervention. And there was a project for a New American Century report that was mentioning the need for a catastrophic and catalyzing event. So basically saying, how do we get people to go along with us? And if you remember September 11th, and this was right after the Bush election, which everybody was saying was stolen. That was the whole Florida debacle. Stolen.
Right.
Country it was deeply divided as a country. And they were saying, what can we do to unite the country, get us back together? And in this project for a New American Centuries report, they said if you have a catastrophic and catalyzing event, that can bring everybody back together. And so this was a part of the documentary, not saying whether it's right or wrong, but that was one of the things that they highlighted. It also talked about Pentagon training exercises in the year 2000 that simulated a Boeing flight crashing into the Pentagon. So it was like they had did things before this to show like what would happen if a plane hit the Pentagon.
Right.
And then a year later, a plane hit the Pentagon. So
they was planning for what was coming.
Yeah.
You got.
I mean, listen, this is how I am. I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist, right? Like I can go with some of it, but I also believe, like I can. This me, right?
You gotta pick
but I'm gonna say, but I will tell you, I know if you look hard enough, you can make anything fit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're trying, you can make the narrative work for how you want to work it. Not saying that you're wrong or right, but you can be like, look at this. I'm one of the people who like to connect dots. Like I'm like, connect two dots, make it make sense to me, and then we'll go somewhere. If the dots don't connect, then you lose me.
Yeah, you don't have the whole picture.
Right. But if you can start connecting dots, then I'm in.
Another one of the things that you talked about in the documentary, they said Larry Silverstein, who was the owner of the World Trade Center, he was noted for taking out a lease on the complex right before the attacks, and he made like a significant insurance claim afterwards. And it was like the timing of when he filed that insurance claim. I mean, when he actually took over the lease, got the insurance. So he basically won big on that one. They talked about how it was a certain segment of the population who was advised not to go to work that day. They didn't go to work. And then that happened. It also talks about the, let me see, it concludes by examining who benefited from the 9/11 attacks, including financial gains and the establishment of policies like the Patriot Act. And also the creation of the Department of Homeland Security was another one of the things that came out.
I think we still under the Patriot Act.
Yeah, we still under the Patriot Act. The Patriot Act.
They renew that. They renew that like clockwork.
Yep. The Patriot Act was one of the things that came out of there. I had something on the Patriot Act too, because it was interesting to say the least.
They made a lot of movies about it. I remember Michael Moore made a movie about it too.
And he did.
Yep, he caught a lot of flack for that movie.
Yep.
For
was
that
Fahrenheit 9/11? I think it might have been Fahrenheit 9/11 was the movie.
Maybe. Yeah. I ain't see it.
Yeah.
I just remember the coverage on it.
Yeah, of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the documentary did Fahrenheit 9/11 when they was talking about the outcome of it. But yeah, loose change it sparked a lot of discussions and again to push back against the artificial.
And you know what was interesting? They just found 2 people that was killed on 9/11. You can Google this right now.
Like just found them. Where did they find them? Identified those these 2 people. There was, wherever they found them at. That they was a result of that particular incident. Yeah. It was definitely an interesting time.
I don't think most people will ever forget like where they were at. Like if you were of age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like the Challenger. I remember when the Challenger blew up, I was in 3rd grade. I guess because I wanted to be an astronaut before that.
How you was in 3rd grade? What I must have been in kindergarten?
And that's what I'm saying. So it's of age. I wouldn't remember like
3rd
when
grade,
the
4th grade. Yeah.
But I do remember the first time.
5th grade.
4th grade.
So I remember the first.
I think it was Orange Grove.
I remember the first time I was in the Challenger.
Okay.
Oh, you was in the Challenger?
Yeah, a picture. Like I remember MLK, me and my cousin Buki.
Not the newspaper. I'm talking about the
I'm talking about
the Weekly Challenger.
Oh, I'm going to the Weekly Challenger.
Shout out to the Challenger.
Look,
I'm talking about tragic events.
Oh, you talking about that? I'm at the Weekly. I'm so St. Pete. Look, I'm so St. Pete.
Oh, I remember I was in the Challenger.
It
was on MLK then.
And then you was in the Challenger. That's why everybody perked up. Nah, I wasn't in that Challenger. But
do this one too. So he said, this is from Brother Dunn, the intellectual gangster, the professor. He said, don't forget the first 9/11, September 11th, 1973 in Chile. The U.S.-backed coup of democratically elected President Salvador Allende, funding the fascist dictatorship of Augusto Pinochet. And I remember like those headlines, but not the details of what was happening with that one. But I do remember like that name, Augusto Pinochet, and all of the stuff that was happening after that. But thank you for that, big brother. Good morning. I see my wife in. Morning, sweetie.
Mama Blue say, blessed. My nephew made it out of the 2nd tower, 67th floor.
Wow.
Bless.
Bless. That is a blessing, man. It really is. UB said, create the fear and then come in like the savior and gain control. That was a part of the narrative of the documentary, Loose Change.
And what I did want to say, it's like the conspiracy and the war, the laws, all overshadowed like all them people who died. You get what I'm saying? It was like 6,000 people, something like crazy up there.
Was it 6 or 3?
Okay.
Maybe 3,000.
Okay.
I think it was like 3,200 or something exact. Not exactly, but
okay.
Around there. Yeah. And it was crazy. I talked to some people who were up there, and then you remember what came after that too was like a lot of settlements because of the asbestos and the
and
the
they
first
said
responders.
a lot of people who came was first responders.
Yeah.
And that's probably where I got the 6,000 number because more people
because more people died afterwards. Yeah, because of the like
a
the
lot of
breathing in, all
people
of the
they
stuff.
breathe. Yep.
Yeah, and shout out to the first responders and those who went in and did the thing. You know,
That's
definitely,
real.
you know,
That's real.
appreciate that. And
They
the
ran into the
that
fire.
They ran into the fire
because you don't know what
yeah.
you don't know what you're doing. Like you know what you're doing, but you don't know.
Yeah, no, they hit that
You don't
go
know how it's
switch. Them
gonna-
boys go.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what.
And that's when we was listening to the scanner at work. Like you can hear
they
them
was
going
on go.
in,
Yeah.
and then you can
Then
hear
it
the
crumbled.
panic
Yeah.
when it collapsed, and then it just went quiet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like, oh my God. What just
And
happened?
you can remember when everybody went.
It just
No,
went
no,
quiet.
you know, no,
Yeah,
because
after-
even
at a
on
certain point, it just
radio
went
and
quiet.
stuff like that, everybody just was in belief too. Like
Yeah.
everybody was just like,
Yeah.
it was like
That
a
whole
moment
day.
it was like a moment of silence at
Yeah.
one point. Like the whole world took like a moment of
Breathe.
silence at like.
Yep.
Like what is going on here?
Right.
Yeah. And then the one that went down, remember it was a plane that
and
the two hit the towers.
Mm-hmm.
And one
went
hit the
like
Pentagon.
and one hit the field. They fought.
Yeah, they fought back and
They had a movie about that.
Flight 93.
Oh.
Yeah. Flight 93.
But you get what I'm saying? You see how it's like a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Shayna say 2,977 people.
Thank you, Shane. Thank you for that.
The closest without going over. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was definitely a time, man, and it was crazy too because I think that was the following year was when the Patriots won the Super Bowl. Yeah, and that was like a whole you know, in the conscious in the woke community, it was like, okay, you passing the Patriot Act, now the Patriots become. You know what I'm saying? Like all of the politics.
Things that make you say,
And everybody was flying the American flag. Remember, that was like a big thing.
And so it's odd to see it now because they want to destroy it and flip the government. Have y'all been watching like stuff like Twitter or X?
I have not been.
I would really suggest just get one and just look at it for.
What are they talking about on X, man?
Man, them people talking about overthrowing the government.
That was January 6th, wasn't it?
They still talking about it.
They still talking
They
about
got a new thing. They put a sign that said Trump or die.
Oh, wow.
Or Trump or death or something.
Wow.
They dropped it in the Yankees game.
So they dropped the banner that said Trump or death. So they really on one, huh?
Listen, it's a world. It's like a bubble. And then when you in your bubble, you only get in and you step one step out. Man, these people is very serious.
And they have other social networks, social media networks that like we not on.
So I'm gonna tell you on Facebook,
Trump got his own social network.
Yeah, he does. He do that because when he got kicked off, he just kind of started his own.
I mean,
so I was in a race.
We've been saying for years.
So I was in a racist.
They what we've been saying for years, man.
Yeah. So on Facebook, on Facebook, I was in a racist private chat.
Okay. How you?
I don't know how I got in.
Okay.
But I was in.
Okay.
Oh, them white people didn't like us in that chat.
Man, I can imagine.
Oh, these were chats. This whole.
When I say the stuff they said in there.
What they said? What was the basis of it?
So it was just all negative. Like they would put pictures of like black women and say what they would do to them in there.
In a negative way?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. It was like some of the stuff I just can't even like.
I got it. I'm just because so I'm a part of this study group right now. We working on like trying to examine some of the hate, right, and like the origins of this stuff. And so, like, is it based on stereotypes or the stuff that they saying just basically repeating long-standing tropes?
It was like
what they've been told about black people.
Oh, like they be like, it's Monday. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And they're Mondays because everybody hate Mondays.
That don't sound racist.
Everybody hate us.
Okay.
So it's like, so they was kind of in that, like
so they're saying like white people is Monday.
No, we're Monday.
Oh, so everybody hate black people.
Yes.
Okay.
They said, look, they was like
everybody love Raymond, but everybody hate Chris.
Right. So we would, they did that.
See what you did, Dang. Oh yeah, but it's for real.
And eventually, I sat there for a while. Like it was pure. Like when I went in there just to see it, it was pure entertainment, right?
Okay.
Because I'm like, people really out here saying this and doing it, like you know what I mean. And then, I mean, eventually, like I said, I got kicked out. But then I'm like, these.
How you get kicked out of the racist chat? I'm just.
How you get kicked out?
I don't even know how I got in.
You must have showed your hand. You must have let them know you was there. They was like, oh.
But I mean, but then what really did is like they would say stuff and say things that they wanted to do, and I'm thinking like they'd be like, "Well, did you do it?" Like, you know what I mean? So they're like they're plotting stuff. Yeah, wow. Like I mean, they're just
like
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like this wasn't just like jokes, like to get stuff off your chest. They really was like, you know.
Shayna said they found out you was black.
Yeah, Shayna.
You already know.
Old school OG, man. So yeah, so that's what was happening this week, September 11th, man, and probably today, probably be a lot of memorials and a lot of things happening. I thought it was interesting too, though, when we talk about proximity to this thing. On Thursday, Councilmember Ed Montanari, he was sharing his September 11th story, and he was a pilot for American Airlines, and so that was a perspective that was interesting to me. Like, okay,
because would you be scared to be a pilot at that point? Like, you were like, wait, hold on,
right?
Hello, caller, introduce yourself.
Hello. This comedian David Day. What's going on? Is up that like Granny Panic, baby?
We talking about September 11th, man. Where were you on September 11th, 2001?
Man, I was in prison in the canteen line, hoping the plane come by and swing and hit the prison, so I can get on that out of it. but I heard y'all talk. I heard y'all talk about Trump, man. I just want to throw it like that, man. Listen, Trump. Hey, I had more money in my pocket when Trump was in office, man. You know, my pocket's a little racist. You feel me? Lately, I've been on the Proud Boys website because they got free lodging, man. I don't know why y'all tripping on Trump like that.
No, and they say the Proud Boys take anybody, man.
It is what it is, man. I just want to. And my home will be out this weekend, man. So y'all will be able to purchase the link. I'll come in next week and promote it. Lord willing, so we'll be out this week and be on TV for people to stream and platform, man. I love y'all.
Man, congratulations, man. Good job. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, he always,
stay on their neck,
man. Keep applying.
Him and his wife be definitely. Now I'm finna tell you. See how Damon got on here and talking about Proud Boy, lodging free. Y'all see what happened to every black person.
You think you finna go and be one of the Proud
Get out movie.
Yeah. Right? Listen.
Crystal said, you should read some of the comments on the police department post.
That's a show every time. That's a show every time.
On that social media,
man. Whenever they put a mug shot or something, man, boy, the freaks come out at night.
Yeah.
No,
they have to see it. I know they see it.
It is not at night,
and it's not moderated. Right?
No, it's not.
They just let them say whatever.
I mean, you kind of got to do that in a free country.
Yeah, you do. You got to
kind of let it fly.
Yeah. They told me that about mine.
Yeah, you kind of got to let it fly now.
Like you just public.
You just got to let it fly.
You got to just let them have
or just don't get into it.
Yeah.
Slow down your post.
Can you?
Racism. My wife said racism is everywhere in your workplaces. That's the truth.
What? The water cooler racism is the worst.
Oh man, that's subtle. Qiana, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
You got something?
I can't remember. It's all right.
It'll come back to you.
My wife said you don't know who you're working around and with.
That's real, huh?
And that's true because a lot of that stuff come out when like these types of events. Because I was working with some folks that like when Trump was elected. I think it was when Obama was elected.
Oh, they got funky.
Oh my God, they got funky enough. And then when he got reelected, that was like 2012, I think, when he got reelected.
Yeah, it was a little sporty season.
They was sporty, boy.
Yeah, it was.
And the Tea Party was, you know what I mean?
I think I remember.
Because right after he got elected in 08,
then
like 2010 was like when the Tea Party like jumped off, and they was getting real sporty.
They got real sporty with Trump too now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got
this is next level.
They popped their collars with Trump.
Listen,
they popped their collars.
They talking about breaking off to a whole nother country, man. These people talking about secession, man. They got memes that call out the constitutional law that let them do it.
That let them break away.
Listen, memes.
Yeah.
Like this what they joking about.
Wow.
Can I ask a question? Because other people
can.
might be wondering. This is just a sidebar.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Edmond, your headset go across your head, right?
I don't even want it on.
And you
but you know
holding it like
why I flip like this? So I can do this.
Yeah,
okay, I just want to know. I just
know what I'm saying? So if I was singing, I want to hear it.
Yeah. See, if you DJ, you appreciate this.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you could.
This is a result of hip hop.
Right.
Like who thought to make headphones like this before hip hop?
So, because you can listen, like if somebody telling you something.
But I said I want to hear you with my good ear. Like I want to see you with my good eye.
I just had to ask.
I want to see you with my good eye. I want to hear you with my good ear. So that's what that is, man. Yeah. So we got comedian NY coming in after the break. Right?
Yes.
And we were talking about this a lot that's happening too, y'all. A lot going on.
What do you want to do? Can we hold that off to the top as soon as we? Are you?
Well, that's the other part. I'm gonna have to leave a little bit early.
So
right.
We can go to the top of the hour.
But you're gonna stay till like 8:30, right?
Nah, because I ain't ready for this meeting, and I got to get
ready.
So 8:15
ish.
What do you want to do? Would you rather really quick?
Yeah,
you see, I'm trying to do it all. I'm trying to keep you as long as we can.
I know,
see?
and I'm trying to be as long as I can, but I'm also trying to do
so
justice to where I gotta be.
Okay, so this is really, and I don't know if we did this one, but would you rather go back in the past and meet your loved ones from the past, or go to the future and meet your grandchildren or great grands to be? I'm going to the past.
Meet like how far back? Like way back?
Way back. I mean, I'm going back to the past. Take the trip back to the past to meet those. I'll take the trip back to the past. Yes, and where I'm going is because I might be here with my grands and great grands.
That's what I say. How far you going back?
I'm going back.
Or how far you going forward?
But I want to go. I'm going back because I want to know stuff that maybe we missed out.
Okay.
So that I can bring it back. Okay. And give us something, you know what I mean? Because we be like, wait, this is what we're missing. When you're thinking historically and like traditions and stuff like that, I would go way, way, way back. And yeah, that's where I'm going.
Do I want to be the Flintstones or the Jetsons?
Tashawn say she wanted to meet her great grandchildren.
So you going forward?
Shayna say pass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I don't know. That's a good one because I don't know. I'm thinking my first thought was pass, but then I think it'll be something to see the flying cars for real. Finally, seeing like my children's children, and seeing like, that's a good one. I kind of want to go forward. I want to go to the future.
You been saying future me because your wife said, and you want to hold her hand and walk in that together. That's where you want to go.
Cuss and get FCC fine. Yes, I want to go with my wife. We're going to the future, baby. Let's go.
Where you going?
I think I'm gonna go back to the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to the future.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. Say Cuban watching Hot Tub Machine. Brother Wells said, going to the past to get more jewels for the future. Okay.
That's why I'm going back. That's why I'm going back. I want to be able to go talk to somebody, like bring it back, and then
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. So what we've been talking about, this was something me and my sisters we talked about, was like us being able to document as much as we can now for the future. Because like right now you can only go back so far. So if we can start with us and we go back as far as we can, then by the time we get to great, even if they just make it back to us and maybe a little bit before us, they still will be better off than what we was. You know what I'm saying? Because like somebody has to capture it, keep it, and pass it on.
Right.
And like.
So think about this. If you could go back and find out like how they made the pyramids.
Then I'll let y'all tell me when y'all get back.
Okay.
Mr. Edmond, what you found when you went? How they did it?
I'm just saying, like, there's so much, like, I would be like.
It is. It's a lot.
And I'm so inquisitive, so I'd be like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
And you be watching the History Channel?
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like
it's up from there.
I just wonder what life like though when you go back. Like, are you going back just back, or are you going back to like, okay, now you back and whatever come with being back here, you got to, submit to. Or you just going back
you're going to meet. You're going back to
as
meet.
a fly on the wall.
You go back to meet, but a fly on the wall can get a lot of information and bring it forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why they don't let us go back, because people be going to want to change stuff.
Yeah, when you go back,
you know what I'm saying,
and grab it, because
even if you go back and learn something and bring it back, you still gonna change something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And I'm going forward with what I got now to be able to give them what they don't have.
And that's still the same thing. That's why they don't let you do it.
Mm. All right, so listen, y'all, what we're going to do, hold on.
Oh.
We'll take that question when we come back, because we over the break time. So look, y'all, we're going to take a break. While you listen to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, the new 99 Jams morning show, we rely on your support. So while we on break, tag a friend, send some stars, or you can even visit the website, www.99jamsthebird.com, and leave a donation. Let us know. But we'll be right back at about 6 or 7 minutes after the hour.
Baby.
We have to unite to one day find the truth. I think we deserve it as a people. It is a silent vigil for women.
We'll speak to the Chilean-American writer and professor Ariel Dorfman. He was cultural and press advisor to President Salvador Allende's chief of staff during the last months of his presidency in 1973.
Hello, friends and neighbors of District 7 and the greater St. Petersburg community. Welcome to the District 7 newsletter. Today is 7/7/23, and we would like to take a few moments to review some of the achievements of our representative on the City Council, Brother John Mahamet. Over the past 9 months, Council Member Mohammed has worked diligently to uplift and support residents of our district by advocating for small businesses, addressing social justice issues, fostering community engagement, and so much more.
In this brief video presentation, we will share with you some of the work that is being done to build a stronger, more prosperous, and inclusive district.
But he can't do it alone. He needs your help. There are many ways you can get involved and make a difference right here in our community. So if you haven't already, I encourage you to take the District 7 survey and subscribe to our newsletter at www.d7speaks.com.
By subscribing, you'll be the first to know about upcoming events, initiatives, and opportunities to get involved. Together, we can continue to build a stronger, more inclusive District 7. And once again, we would like to thank you for your dedication to our community and taking a few moments to review a little bit of the work being done to create a brighter future for District 7.
Let us begin by highlighting Council Member Mohammed's commitment to supporting small businesses and promoting economic development. During Small Business Week, Brother John stood alongside Mayor Ken Welch, Council Chair Brandy Gabbard, and other members of the Council, as well as city staff, to announce the allocation of $1.35 million to support small businesses in South St. Pete. Councilmember Mohammed was also blessed to read a proclamation declaring Small Business Week during the launch of the Microfund Grant Program, which provides financial assistance to local entrepreneurs. Through these initiatives, we aim to foster economic growth and sustainability within our district.
Brother John also took time to meet with small business owners in our district, including a stop at the Tasty Treat Cafe, and participating in the ribbon-cutting ceremony of Sid's and the Catalyst on the Deuces. These establishments mark the opening of new spaces for meeting, collaboration, and contribute to the economic development of our district.
Recognizing the importance of a thriving business community, Council Member Mohammed is actively working with local business owners to organize the 49th Street Business Association. This initiative aims to unite local entrepreneurs, encourage collaboration, and support economic growth and development along the corridor.
Moving on to community engagement and outreach, Council Member Mohammed has been actively participating in neighborhood association meetings, providing opportunities for residents to voice their concerns, share ideas, and work together towards community improvement.
He has also held several one-on-one meetings with constituents on various topics, in addition to hosting 2 town hall gatherings to ensure their voices are heard and their concerns are addressed effectively. This direct engagement with the community allows him to understand the needs of our district and work with others to find the best solutions.
Council Member Mohammed has also recognized the outstanding contributions of individuals through the Sunshine Ambassador Awards. These awards celebrate those who are making a positive impact in our community and inspiring others to follow in their footsteps.
In addition, he actively participated in outreach efforts with the Urban Affairs Department, is co-hosting regular community canvases and cookouts, while also attending community events to engage with residents, listen to their concerns, and work towards finding solutions that positively impact our community.
Council Member Mohammed is also a consistent advocate for social justice and community support. He recently attended the Florida for All Unity March and Rally, advocating for equality, justice, and the well-being of all residents. He attended the St. Pete Pride Parade with his family and participated in a flag-raising ceremony, while promoting inclusivity and celebrating diversity.
Councilmember Mohammed has actively participated in Juneteenth celebrations, mural reveal, flag-raising ceremonies, and other events commemorating the emancipation of enslaved individuals and highlighting the significance of African American history and culture.
Addressing the critical issue of mental health, he served as a panelist and has been a strong advocate for raising awareness and advocating for improved resources and support systems within our community.
Moreover, Councilmember Mohammed contributed to the State of Black St. Pete panel discussion, addressing the challenges, achievements, and future prospects of the Black community in our district. Councilmember Mohammed's commitment to interfaith dialogue, cultural understanding, and
plus degree heat on Sunday. Meanwhile, in Hawaii, the governor updated the official number of missing people from the Lahaina wildfire to 66. The official death toll remains at 115. In Sudan, humanitarian aid and medical workers are reporting at least 40 civilians were killed Sunday during an airstrike by the Sudanese army.
And just like that,
we back.
We're back.
Like we never
we
left.
bite. We bite. We bite. Hey. We bite. We back. We back. We back. Hey.
Like we never left. Like we never.
You know what? We'll make a song out of anything.
That was like a little freestyle Friday on Motivational Monday.
Money Motivational Monday.
Yes.
But
if you don't know, we want to welcome you back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Qiana.
And I am the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That. And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart
is
the new
gangster.
Baby. And if you know,
now you know.
No.
Double it up. So before the break, we was talking about September 11th. Where were you? Definitely, if y'all want to put it in the chat, today is a huge day in history for the country and for the world, actually, because a lot of things changed on this day. And so if you remember where you was, put it in the chat. Let us know. Where were you on September 11th, 2001? And like I said, we got a guest coming in and a lot of stuff is happening. So did y'all see that? We want to give a shout out and congratulate Nikki Gaskin Capehart. She is now the CEO of the Pinellas County Urban League.
Yeah.
First female in the history of the 46-year-old organization. I didn't realize the Urban League only been around. It seems like they've been around longer.
They kind of young.
Yeah, that's kind of young for a lot of.
How long they been around?
46 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. They about my age.
That's it. And so, and matter of fact, Nikki just did like a 50th birthday party, celebrating the 50th.
Yes,
and, shout out to her. But former director of urban affairs, she worked with Kathy Castor. So she's been around, been out here in these streets for a minute too. And so, shout out to her and everybody that's connected with the Urban League. What's going on with the YPs, man?
YP's finna have a reunion.
Okay.
So y'all stay around and look out for the Urban League Young Professionals reunion coming.
Yes, yes, said the president.
Him?
Hey, Tashawn say, Q, don't get Jay started.
Oh,
also, before we came back, would you rather, if you just chiming in, would you rather go back in your past and meet one of your family members from your past, or go to your future and meet one of your great grands or your grandchildren?
Yeah, and I'm going ahead. Y'all going back.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Gotta go see
forward forever. Let's go. Come on.
Okay.
I'll bring them.
No looking back.
I'll bring the past to the future. So
Damien say been paying light bills for 46 years. Thank you, Jesus.
I think that might be new. They was doing some other stuff. They just known for paying light bills now. But when I was reading some of that history of the Urban League, they were big in like challenging racism within corporations. That was kind of the space that they was, because we was like marching and talking about public accommodation. Not we, but most people in that civil rights era was dealing with public accommodations, public transportation, and then the Urban League started taking on and challenging the private sector.
Okay.
And started really pushing the private sector to make those adjustments and started to implement the civil rights policies, program, and initiatives, etc. So they was trying to get that bag and get the people who had the bag to like make space for those of us who was trying to get in. So shout out to them on that, man. Speaking of getting the bag and getting your money, millions more workers would be entitled to overtime pay under a new proposed rule by the Biden administration.
Give us the money. Show us the money. I don't know.
Yeah, show me the money. So basically, the proposed overtime pay rule. So the proposed overtime rule is basically the Biden administration proposed a new rule that would make 3.6 million more U.S. workers eligible for overtime pay. This also represents a significant increase in eligibility, marking the most generous increase in recent decades. So the bottom line is this. Stop. I'm getting distracted. Just keep going. Good morning.
Thank you.
And so right now, if you're on salary, you don't really get overtime.
And they get no on you.
But here's the thing. What I found out reading this was that if you make under a certain amount and you on salary, you can still get overtime pay.
What's that certain amount?
It is. This is the new threshold. So the proposed regulation would require employees to pay overtime to salaried workers in executive, administrative, and professional roles who earn less than $1,059 a week or $55,000 a year for full-time employees. This threshold is a significant increase from previous levels of $35,000 that was set in 2019 by Trump. And so basically, if you make less than $55,000 on salary, then you can get overtime. Currently, if you make less than $35,000 on salary, you can get overtime. But but who owns salary making less than $35,000?
So I remember, you can pull it up.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. There's a lot of people.
Move your computer over and pull it back.
I heard it good. Come on. So there's a lot of people that's under $35,000 and on salary.
I don't know. So 20 years ago, let's say when I started at Denny's and they put me on salary, I thought I was like balling.
Of course.
At $36,000.
Yeah.
You was. With inflation, that was $70,000.
Well, whether I'm here or not.
$65,000.
But
no longer tied to the clock.
Oh, I was tied to the clock.
Yeah.
Because you did more than 40 hours. Yeah. You know what I mean? So then when you look at it, and hindsight, it might have been good money, but I'm like, once you pay your insurance, and I think every 2 weeks I was probably bringing home like $900.
In what year?
This was like 20 years ago.
That's
I just told you that was $70,000.
you see that?
30. I was making 30.
20 years ago. What? You got to think 20 years ago. What was that, like 01, 02?
Yeah.
That when apartments were like $600.
I would have been driving around that song. My neighbors think I'm selling dope.
You just slinging coffee. That's how it goes.
No, I was slinging more than coffee.
Pancakes and all that.
I still got burnt marks right now from them. So but I really thought and I guess now I'm like, okay, that was good. But yeah, I started out almost 20 years ago. My salary was $36,000.
Okay.
You ready to manage this restaurant?
That's what it's.
Let's do it. What you talking about? Don't be looking crazy now.
Okay, so let me tell you. First of all, let me tell you why. Restaurant business is it's real work.
Okay, thank you for telling me.
No, it's real work.
I appreciate it.
It is not for the weak.
Dr. Brittany says so employers will have to set minimum salaries at $55,500
You already know. Duck that. You know the boys ain't playing.
That's how they doing it.
Caller, how you doing? Say your name.
Hello. This is Miss Davis. How
Hey.
Mrs. Davis.
The Mrs.
How y'all doing? Okay, so I wanted to actually give you my. Okay, so when I used to work in corporate, my salary was $50,000. Okay, or no, $55,000. It was $55,000, but it wasn't. That's not what I made. So at the end of the day, I actually made bonuses or whatever. So it went up to the hundreds. So does that count or does that not count?
We don't know.
So
you asking the wrong. Like,
yeah,
we don't know.
It's just coming off the press. So, and they just talking about it. They ain't did it yet.
Because then you'll have people who will do loopholes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Business.
We'll offer you a bonus so that we don't have to
stay under. Yep. They're gonna offer you, and honestly, like making them business moves, they're gonna do everything they can to make the business boom. They almost like pledge an oath to always make more profit. Always.
But do we want it to go up? If Trump had it at 35,
do we want to go to 55?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
It depends on who own the business.
I wouldn't mind.
If you're writing a check, then you probably don't. But if you
we do want to go to 55. So not because
they cover more people.
They cover more people. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 55, please.
Right.
Yeah.
55, please.
All right, y'all.
All right, Ms. Davis. So that was a. I mean, I don't know if it passed yet, but that's kind of what he proposed, and they said the increased eligibility. The proposed rule aims to increase overtime eligibility for full-time salaried workers from about 15% under the Trump era to nearly 30%, according to the Labor Department. Mm-hmm. And nevertheless, this is still fewer than the over 60% of the workers who were eligible for overtime pay in the 70s. So like 60% of the people would get overtime pay even if you was on salary back in the 70s, and then they started making them cuts saying if you're on salary.
Salary what? Yeah.
So
let's introduce. We do have a guest.
A guest.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Like a guest. Like I mean, like she ain't new to entertainment. Like out there with Mike Epps.
Yeah.
You know
Comedian
what I mean?
Extraordinaire.
Right, bringing all the laughs and giggles.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And looking fly. And doing it. You know?
Stop. Ready to do it.
Yeah, so we got the one and only NY in the building.
How are y'all doing?
Hey.
You have to excuse my voice. I have laryngitis.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't catch that.
I'm a girl. Okay. I know that voice sounds raspy, but I'm a girl.
Okay. And then you had to say that, and you're tall. So
right. It's like, I'm an Amazon, honey. Yeah.
So if you have never seen one of her comedy shows or came to one of the events where she has been a comedian at, you are missing out. I've seen you a few times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And I remember you was on Power Plug, right?
Yeah. And Why Uncut Show. Yeah. Shout out to Sandra. I love Sandra.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
And you're at Tiffany Moore Spot a lot.
Right.
With Talent Takeover.
Yes.
Yes, you over there.
Big things popping.
Yeah. Well, I'm not over there.
But I mean,
that's where I got my start. Shout out to Tiffany Moore, Mike Moore, and More Eventful Event Hall. That's where I got my start.
Okay.
Talent is a big comedian in New York. I knew him for over 40 years.
Uh-huh.
I grew up with him. So that's how I kind of got into it.
I got you. So we do this would you rather. So you got to answer the would you rather.
Let's go. Let's get it.
So would you rather, what is it?
Would you rather go back in your past and meet one of your family members in your past, or go to your future and meet your grandkids or your great-grands?
No. I would like to go back.
Okay.
Why? I'm going back too.
I would like to go back. I would love. I want to meet even the great grandmother ain't old enough.
Okay.
I want to meet the one that was with the master.
Oh.
I want to meet the slave great grandmother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to see where it really, really started.
Where it went from.
I want to go back to before we even got here.
Before we got here.
Okay.
Like what if you was already here?
I want to go back there.
Yeah.
You go back.
I want to go back to like the beginning. So like the traditions. Like I want to.
You want to do AD?
I want
back to the beginning. That's what I'm thinking.
BC.
I want to go back because I will. We don't. Everything like the traditions we have is something that somebody has given to us, right?
Right.
Is that we've been taught by just the society.
Right.
But when you look at other cultures, they have traditions that have been passed down from their culture.
Yeah.
Right? And then nobody else told them what it was.
Yeah.
I want to go back to when we was giving ourselves that, and then my family, we be the oddball lot because this is what we doing.
So with that context, okay, so I want to go back to the.
No, you can't go back.
No. So if you go back, if I could go back to the granddaddy who was sitting around saying, you know what, I think it'll be good if we did this every year. That's how it started. Somebody had to somebody had to be like, you know what, from now on, we eating turkey every fourth Thursday of November.
So here we go. I'll go so far back that I'm saying when they come over here and act like they your friends and they telling you to get on this boat, don't go.
You already know.
Don't go.
But I was having too. It was people that were saying that then. They just didn't listen.
And I'd be like, I'm just sentence from that. I'm finna show you some stuff.
Right. Look. That's why I'm going forward.
Oh, you want to go forward?
I want to go forward.
What you want to see?
I want to see my great grandchildren just
really
to be able to tell them like, hey, look here.
Not me.
I got some stuff to tell you.
I be embarrassed.
I got some stuff.
You say you embarrassed?
Oh, I know my greats gonna put their head down when they be like, no, let me show what your great granny did. On stage, busting it wide open with Sue Qiana.
What's the word for that, Colonel?
Twerking.
That's what they called it back in my day.
Right, exactly.
Y'all think y'all invented dirty dancing?
Right,
y'all did it.
No, ma'am. Exactly. That's you right. Because I seen some old Soul Train clips from the 70s. They was getting it in.
They had a dance they called that they used to call the dog.
The dog.
The dog. And just
Google, only like the dog.
Just Google the dog, the dance, and see what come up. But yeah, that's what they was doing.
Tell me what you think about it.
Yeah. Back in them Clarence Carter and Marvin Cease days.
He said Clarence Carter.
Listen.
So they talk about our music.
Right.
Listen,
come on now.
Chuck Berry had a song called Ding-a-Lang.
Really?
Listen, he is over there in like France somewhere, got them yelling ding-a-lang, ding-a-lang.
Wow.
My mama bought me a bell and I rang it ding-a-lang, right? Then everybody yelling.
Y'all remember Stroke?
Isn't that Clarence Carter? Oh Lord.
That boy was all the way over
got
there.
A whooping for singing Stroke.
Really? Right, it was on the radio, made the radio though.
To the right.
It probably taught him something too. What? Can I just say something real quick?
Go ahead.
So I just got a text message from my father who told me to tell everybody good morning. Evidently, y'all know him.
Okay.
Don't judge me, y'all.
Okay.
Ron Doc.
Okay, that's a real one, man.
Yeah.
What you talking about? That's a real
That's my
one.
father.
Hey.
Yes.
And he done talked about you. I done heard him talk good about you.
He better talk good if he listening.
He talk
good about you. He talk good about you.
Okay.
New York Yankee Ron Doc.
Okay, so listen, your stepmother,
Kathy.
listen.
I
love Miss Kathy.
You love shout out to my stepmother Kathy Moulton.
Right. So listen, if you're going to have
I'm sorry, Kathy Doc.
Kathy, because they've been married for a long
time. Yeah. Okay. She made the record. Because he ain't due over 90 days. She got the award.
And so I love your dad too. Like, listen. This my other group. That's like, you know how like I got groups of men. Like Rashad, with me and Rashad.
Yeah.
Nikki, like we go way. A matter of fact, one year I took Nikki's son. I've traveled with him to get him back home. Like I worked for the airline at the time.
Oh, can you get me somebody?
I don't work.
It's over.
I know it's over.
It's over.
My dog done did it all. Listen, my dog done did it all.
Oh no, that's one thing.
Airplanes.
That's
planes, trains, automobiles.
No, for real. Because like at one point, anything I thought I wanted to do, I just did it.
Right. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do.
Like I just did. Like I said, I wanted to work for the airline. And then I wanted to work for the hotel.
Let's
I wanted to be a waitress.
Right.
So I went and applied. Then I became the manager. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
That's just anything I thought I wanted to do. I'm like, forget it. Who's gonna tell me no?
That's right. Who
me?
Who gonna tell you no? That's right.
So if you don't know, you're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We got special guest, comedian extraordinaire, NY in the building, and 99 Gems. As a community-owned public media resource, we rely on the support of listeners like you to keep the shows that you love on the air, the doors open, lights on, and continue to put out quality programming in the Tampa Bay area. We'd like to ask you to please consider making a donation or becoming a show underwriter or sponsor. You can do so by visiting 99gemstheberg.com. That's my time, y'all.
I was gonna say you out, so
you leaving?
Yeah, no, you came in right in time. You taking over.
Yeah.
Brother John's spot.
Okay, Brother John. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Oh, y'all didn't tell me I was being recorded now. I'm out here, right? Let me tell you that. Hey, America. All right. See you, Brother John. Okay. Should I stay here or move over?
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
Am I playing you too close?
No, you good.
Okay,
I'm
we
good.
good. Okay.
Damien said, Qiana, you work everywhere in Jamaica.
You did what?
He's saying I work everywhere. I think he's gonna say you're Jamaican, but he said you Jamaican.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Peace, Brother John. But yeah, so what do you have going on? Let's talk about you a little bit.
All right, boo. Let's go. What's up?
Yeah. So, do you have any comedy shows coming up?
I do.
Okay.
I have something in the works. Mm-hmm. It's not solidified yet, but I'm just gonna say that y'all can meet me September 16th at the Improv with my boy Earthquake.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, can we get tickets?
I'll see what I can do, child.
You always gotta ask. You can say no too.
But I didn't say I'm opening up for Earthquake. That's the thing. I will be there.
You'll be
right.
That's my actual birthday.
Oh.
September 16th
So
is my actual
Virgo?
birthday. Very much so.
My daughter's a Virgo.
Yes, I will be 51 years old.
Oh, you look amazing.
I know that's right, honey. Because like that melanin hit different. You know what I'm saying? We be like, no, honey, I'm 123. What's up?
No, what's up? Listen, I'm telling you, when I tell
I'm
you.
a slave. What's up?
Yeah.
Face be snatched.
All day, every day, right?
That's right.
Because I be talking to people and then younger people always think I'm younger, right?
And then how old are you?
My daughter's 27.
How old are you? We got to get out of that. I'm about to do the Qiana. You know Qiana runs out when she get ready to go in. She do that finger right there, beloved. Right there. What's that about? You look good. You should be like, I'm 78.
No, actually, I don't really care.
I'm 100.
I'll be 43.
Girl, you are only 10 years older than my daughter. Like,
well,
that's nothing. Be proud.
Girl, listen.
When I love when people say, how old are you? 96.
96.
What's up?
You say, what's up?
What's up?
What about you, Jabbar?
How old are you, Jabbar?
I'm young.
How old are you?
44.
Yeah, you young.
No.
What year was y'all born? Was that in the 80s?
I'm 80.
1980?
1980.
Okay. What about you?
79.
Okay.
79.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 72.
Okay. I mean, honestly, our skin is amazing, right?
That melanin is everything.
Yeah. So, Damon said that you 62, Jabbar. But this is where I'm at, and I said this on the radio before. Like, I'm in a place where I can date the granddaddy, the daddy, and the son.
Absolutely. And I'm older than you, and I could do the same.
Right.
I don't want nobody over 40.
I ain't mad at you.
No.
Did you just say you with the
I like
you said your child was?
My daughter's 33 and my boys is 23 and 25.
And so there we go.
I think I could do 30.
You think it? All right, here you go. Let's talk about this on the app.
Yeah.
A caller, introduce
Why
yourself.
you took a deep breath like that?
Hello, caller.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, you almost.
Oh, Lord. I already know who this is.
Yeah. Yeah. This is your daddy.
Oh, my God. I'm so embarrassed, Tampa Bay.
Don't be good.
My father is on the line, and you better be nice.
Family?
Hey, how you doing?
Good morning.
Good. Yeah.
I did not know this was your daughter.
Yeah, well, I tried to keep that. Hey, well, my DNA said it, but it's my daughter.
You are the father. That's right.
I took a DNA test.
That's right. That's right. We got that on file, baby. Keep them child. You know you still pay child support, child. Keep them checks coming.
Hey, I'm gonna get my money back.
No, let me tell y'all something. Doc was my manager. Was my manager, and we had a nice show out in Orlando. And he dropped me on I-4. He said, "I can't do this no more. It's over. It's over. This is it."
That manager job is rough.
Yeah, he really dropped me on I-4.
It's two managers in here.
Nah, I give that manager to you, Jabbar. I can't take it. I've been drinking 30 years. That girl almost had me drinking.
Sometimes I want to drop Cheyenne, but
that's my daughter name.
Your daughter name?
Cheyenne.
Yeah, how about that?
Why you ain't tell me you know what?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yes. All right, we
gotta go, Doc.
Look,
because Doc mouth is reckless. Let's go.
Oh,
that's what we talking about. The young. Yeah, that's right. No, my grandmother, his mother, off the meat rack.
Really?
What?
Really?
We can't even talk about that on this.
Oh, we can't.
That's satellite or.
That's like go to the house, sit down and talk, and then really talk about your grandmother.
Yes.
Okay. So we were talking about like how young is too young.
I think if you're not old enough, listen. I got some friends that are in their 60s, and their husband is 22 years younger, and they've been together for over 20 some years.
So wait, say that one more time.
I have some friends. I have a friend that is my mother's friend and my friend. And her husband and her have been together. Actually, they've been married for over 20 something years, but they got together when he was like 19, 20 years old. And they're still together.
Okay, so here we go. This is the rule for me, right? Because I always say that people think I'm younger, so I end up dating younger guys. I'm going to tell you this, is that my next relationship...
Girl, let me sit up. I don't know how that math.
I'm going to say that. No. So my next relationship, I'm telling you right now, I want him so old that I can't buy him a green banana.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you can have that. No, thank you.
No, I'm just joking.
No,
but back to it. So what's too young?
Forget that. What's too old?
Oh,
what's too old? You know what it is? I have to match frequencies.
Right.
So my personality, my energy is young. I still like to do young stuff.
Right.
I'm silly. I like to, I just went to the Suki show. I was hanging out with Plaz and Suki Han, the Juvenile, all them on stage, having a ball. Right? But you got some people who are my age who wouldn't think about going to nothing like that. It's like, are you kidding me?
So I'm with you. Like, you gotta match energy. I have like a young spirit,
right?
So I can't be with somebody who still want to be in a house, don't enjoy
unless he has a lot of money, then we could work that out.
That's the green banana.
Oh, okay. Well, then I feel your vision.
The green banana.
Like he's over here. He's going through it. He's going through it.
Oh, it's the green banana.
Listen, because money changes everything. People don't want to say it, but it does. It doesn't make you shallow. He wants something from you. Not saying it's just sexual. He might just want
companionship,
arm candy, anything. Right?
Like he might want.
Right.
Yeah. Like.
But cut that check, Daddy.
All that.
Yes, get that coin.
Yeah, I mean, so audience, what's too old and what's too young? You know what I mean? And I'm gonna so I subscribe to whatever works for you, work for you. I do think it's creepy if you saw somebody grow up.
Yeah, now that's like, ooh.
Yeah, I think that's creepy. Like if you saw them grow up, they were hanging out with your children and stuff like that.
Well, can I?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna just say this.
Go ahead.
The watching them grow up thing, I definitely could not do that. Because I'm gonna just have visions of when you were 6.
Right. Okay.
Right. And me personally, not knocking anybody else, I can't do that.
Okay.
But baby, some of my son's friends
that you didn't watch grow up.
I didn't watch them grow up.
This is crazy.
And now look how they're 27, 28, and I'm like, You hungry?
Hey, Miss Parker.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta move different when you got a daughter. My daughter's 33. So when you got an older daughter, anybody 10 years older than her is 43.
Right.
That's only what? Not even I can't count this morning. That's how many years if I'm 50? Come on now.
From what?
7.
Okay, so somebody 10 years older than her, that's acceptable for her to be with. Somebody 7 years younger than me is acceptable for me to be with, right? So now we got to make sure we don't mess with the same dude.
So me and my daughter, we hang out a lot. We call ourselves the Panther and the Cougar.
Okay, right? That's cute.
So
wait, hold on. Say that in the mic.
The Panther and the Cougar. And we got it in Texas is because nobody believes that we're mother and daughter.
Okay.
So when they see us, we always have a thing like people will try to holler at me and then try to holler at us, some of the same guys. And then like honestly, if you try both of us, you have like you're out. You're out.
Right.
But you choose one or the other and choose wisely because you're either gonna get the Panther or the Cougar. Right? So,
Lord.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But when we're out there,
the Panther and the
Cougar, I like that.
But what happened? My daughter, because Cheyenne has been in the industry and she's a lot more mature. Older guys are attracted to her. You know what I mean? And then the opposite for me because they just think like boop boop boop. So I had to accept that she gonna date older, and she had to accept that I'm dating younger.
That's my Cheyenne.
Whoa.
And we look just alike.
Yeah.
She's just a skinnier version.
Okay.
See, we could do a before and after commercial where they'll think that's me. Because she's slim. And then I'm juicy. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Y'all gonna be selling the green tea?
Exactly. But I don't think
Damien said it sounds like a Pornhub. Damien, get off.
I don't think nothing's wrong. I think like if you like that person, that's do you, man. Like whatever. Long as he ain't 16 and long as he ain't my son.
Right.
But my son mess with women my age.
So would you be upset if one of your friends, like you just met, end up dating your son? Like if he came home with somebody your age?
Yes. I'm gonna tell you, and it's a double standard because not because of the age thing, but because you don't have your living arrangement secure where you have your own apartment. You're not gonna lay up in here with a woman that's gonna be a senior in 15 years in my house. Oh, she's pretty. She's gorgeous.
That's me and my son.
Beautiful. You're not gonna do it. So if you live with your mother, you don't need to be pushing up on no older woman.
So all right, I like you say that. So
you don't.
She got her own house, her own anyway.
Then you need to be her boy toy, get that money, and go to her house.
So this is what I used to tell Cheyenne, right? When she dates somebody older, I'm like, listen, he has to bring something to the table, right? Like you gotta benefit from him, you dating somebody older. Like he has to be feeding you knowledge, putting you in a better position. If he at the same level you at, you need to date somebody your age.
Absolutely.
Because like if you're gonna struggle, this real stuff. Like if you're gonna struggle with somebody, like you do the struggle with somebody your own age, like y'all supposed to be broke at 21. But if you dating somebody my age and he broke and you broke,
facts.
No, you need to go back to somebody your age. Because they'll struggle together. If you're going to date up, it needs to be beneficial for everybody.
See, I don't mind buying a young boy PlayStation. And I can't get into it because we on FM. But listen, baby, I don't mind buying him that PS5. I don't.
David said she gonna pay all the bills and more.
That's right. I got you.
The phone number up here is 727-637-2416. Call in.
See, when you an older woman and your man is not established, you're taking on that responsibility of being his sugar mama. There's levels to it.
Yeah, it is.
You saying levels?
If you're gonna be a sugar mama, right? I need you to do this for me. I'm gonna give you a schedule. I'm gonna give you a schedule on when I need to tighten up, and you gonna come through.
Yeah.
In exchange, what you want? The new Jordans? That PS5? I could give you everything but quality time. Nah, I'm not doing it.
So would you date somebody? Would you be in a serious relationship with somebody younger?
If he has a lot of money.
Is it? Because I mean, honestly,
that was just the opposite of what she just said.
If he has a lot of money,
but you were just saying, but dating up gotta have.
He gotta have that bag.
But if you
dating up gotta have a bag, and dating down you gotta have a bag.
I gotta have a bag in order to date down. Right? He gotta have a bag. If for me to invest emotionally.
So when you're in a established relationship, again, it has to be beneficial for both parties, right?
Absolutely.
And what I've learned is that, like, honestly, some of these young guys coming in and shutting these old guys down.
Let me tell you something.
I remember one guy. I was like, "Listen, you're too young for me." He was like, "Listen, I make good money." Because I told him, I was like, "Listen, I'm a grown woman and I have grown woman bills, right?" Yeah. And he was like, "Listen, I can pay your bills."
Say no more.
You know what I mean? Like, I listen. If that's that's your hurdle. Okay, next. Like, I'm like, but you call me Miss Qiana. So there you go,
Miss Qiana.
So you call me Miss, then that means it's over with. If you call me Miss, you have yeah. Yeah, it's over. Like,
what the comments say? Let me look at the comments.
I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind going young. I don't mind going young. I don't
mind going young. Yes, we do. Yeah. No, I don't really mind. I'm with where
they knocking the older dudes out the box. I'm sorry.
And
the young boys is winning.
And they're willing to commit. I don't understand why you 53 and you still want to cheat.
Listen, but there's nothing wrong with cheating. That's another topic.
Okay.
There's nothing. Women got to stop. Thank you. Men were not built to be with one woman. If men were built to be with one woman, they will only be allowed to get one woman pregnant at a time. Women, that's westernized thinking. That's my man. That's our man, boo. That's our man. Okay. My man, listen, I was with somebody that had a side chick, and I used to get mad when he come home. It's her night. It's her night. What you here for? It is her night.
So you like this? Never mind.
But no, listen. I'm not into the poly thing.
Say, "Oh hell
no!" but 99.9% of the men are doing it anyway. Let's talk about that. You're married, cool. But I get, you know how many married men is in my inbox right now? I'm not gonna blow nobody up. But do you know they're happily married? Oh, okay.
So listen, are you like this? If I'm not off the market by Valentine's Day, ain't nobody having a Valentine's Day.
I'm never gonna be off the market. No, because I'm never gonna be off the market.
You never gonna be off the market?
No, I can't have just one dude.
Oh, okay.
No, for what? Do you not? Let me tell you something. Men will respect you if you're honest.
They do,
right?
I don't know. They said
they would. If you got a man,
think
that's
everybody
secure,
respect honesty.
Everybody don't. No, everybody don't respect honesty.
Well, the real ones.
I respect honesty, right? But everybody don't respect honesty, and we talk about it all the time, like a he say, she say, and all this other stuff.
And people ask, lie to me. They ask for it.
They're not ready.
Yeah, that's some people.
They're not ready. But this is the thing: is if you see that this person does not match your lifestyle, like I am a woman that my man could say, "Yo, I met this shorty." And I'm about to go slide. It ain't no feelings involved, but yo, go ahead. Now, the only time I have a problem is when you're financially taking care of her household. But if you just pouncing, I don't care about that. Do what you do. So
I don't know.
It's a thin line.
It's a thin. So
it's a thin line.
I could care less.
Listen, this is a conversation for he say, she say, right? So we listen, first Friday in October.
Over drinks.
We'll be talking about this, because I mean, honesty is the best key, right? Yeah. And what
reality is the best key.
Real talk.
Reality is men cheat.
Mm-hmm. Women cheat. Everybody.
Women cheat
across the board
because it's always something that It's always something that, especially if a man is not affectionate, even if he's paying the bills, he's keeping you fly, all of that, but he's not giving you that emotional. Women they're gonna get with the broke dude. Mm-hmm. He has no money, but his hugs are amazing.
Mm-hmm. But also here on the show, we don't subscribe to all, right? Here.
We don't what?
We don't subscribe to all.
What you mean?
Like some people don't cheat and then some people do.
Okay.
There are some relationships.
That sounds politically correct, but okay.
We don't subscribe.
Bring me one man in here that never cheated on his woman.
And so listen, I will tell you this is I do think for men, they go through stages. And then I will say at one point, I know faithful men. I don't think they started out that way. But
they might be faithful because they need that blue pill and they don't have no choice anymore. But they are senior citizens.
Roger Bar, no man is supposed to be in there with you. See, Brother John Muhammad got out of there.
It's real though. It's real.
I don't know.
So you think that men are faithful?
I think that there are some faithful men.
So if you call your man, he don't answer the phone. Just hear me out.
I'm listening.
He don't answer the phone for 2 days. This your man. Y'all don't live together, but y'all are in a committed relationship. And he don't answer the phone for 2 days. But he tells you, I just was getting my head together. I just needed some space. What does your female instinct tell you?
Oh, I mean, honestly, if you don't pick up the phone for 2 days and you ain't in Afghanistan somewhere, like you ain't fighting a war, you fighting something, right? You know what I mean? That's where I'm going with it at. So, I'm not saying that men don't cheat. Okay. But I also saying that I do think that men can get to a point where they don't cheat anymore. You know what I mean? And I also subscribe to that. I think society give men these passes because men can be faithful. They're faithful to other stuff and they are committed to it.
But that's not in their DNA to be with one woman. Polygamy was accepted years ago. Why do you think, if you ever heard the story that your great-grandfather or even your grandfather had more than one family?
But I think that we give out passes, just like Mr. Charlie, just a man. So I think what happens is you buy into whatever the stereotype that you say is supposed to be. Like we see it right now. Like when you look, heterosexual was where it's supposed to be, and now society is making it open for everybody to be whatever they want. And now we're crossing all types of boundaries. But we didn't see this as much back then. It's what the narrative is and how they're gonna push it.
But guess what?
So if you want people to be out there, because now I'm not saying I know men cheat and I know women cheat, but I don't subscribe to all because I know there are some faithful people out there.
Okay. But listen,
that's real.
I'm gonna say this disclaimer for the men who have been with more than one woman and may be struggling. I mean, you are who you are. And if a woman loves that man, I ain't leaving my man because he done slept with you. Are you crazy? You think I'm giving up all these years because my man done did some man?
So I will tell you this.
Man, please.
So I will. Okay, so NY.
I got your man. Your man was with me last night. You had a good time, girl? Did you like when he did boom, boom? Or was it the boom, boom, boom part? Like, who cares?
So when you're gonna spend a lifetime with somebody, right? I think that there's a lot of life that happens, right? And a lot of stuff that happens, you can't take it personal because some stuff don't have nothing to do with you. Right. And you gonna go through the bumps and bruises of a lifetime relationship. So there's no perfection in it, right? But I do think that when it becomes a pattern, then there's a problem.
Why?
Right?
Why? What you just said, when it's a pattern, it's a problem. Right. Why is that a problem? If it's a pattern, that's that person.
But so listen, and then that may not be the person for you. This
right.
is so here we
said
go.
It. You just said it.
So here you go. So this is Qiana.
Right.
I also tell you the two people in a relationship define what that relationship looks like.
Right.
Right. And nobody else. If you okay with him cheating, I'm okay with him cheating too. Because you know what? He your man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And y'all came up with the agreement for the terms of y'all relationship.
Right.
But like in my household, I have different terms. And you know what? I want everybody to respect what's going on.
Absolutely.
In my
Agreed.
house. So again, I might have given you a pass on this, but I might not give you a pass on that.
Right.
So I do believe my grace is my grace, and I give it as I please.
Absolutely.
And I take it.
Absolutely.
As I please.
And that's important that you take it. That's important.
I like that emphasis.
Yeah.
I take it.
But that's important though, because if it don't fit you, you got to put your foot down and stop living with what you feel is disrespect. And a lot of women do that. They don't want a man. They want my man to myself. I don't want him dealing with nobody else. Right? That's an ideal situation.
So I think most women, and they won't say it out loud.
Yeah.
And let me say, not most women, well, some women. Let me say this: is as long as the home is taken care of, like you're not missing a beat. Like as far as my emotional needs is taken care of, the bills are taken care of. Like I'm one of them people. I'm not going to chase the. If you tell me you at Walmart, I'm too busy to go see if you at Walmart, especially if everything at home is taken care of, right? And I am one of the people who believe what's supposed to be will be, and whatever I'm supposed to know, I will find out.
Right.
Without me having to go searching your phone, doing all that other stuff. Go ahead, read the comments. I hear you laughing, Jabbar.
Okay. Got one comment that's real cute. Stand up. Carla B, can you really support more than one person in a relationship financially, emotionally, and sexually?
Thank you, Carla B. That's the key right there.
And most people can't. They drop the ball.
And then that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it becomes a problem.
How deep is your love, Carla B said?
That was a song, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was it Keep Sweat?
Evolve? I don't know.
And then I mean, Tashawn say that we both cheat in the relationship. But I'm gonna tell you, is a lot of men, even if they're stepping out, they don't want their woman to step out.
Right.
They want loyalty, but they don't want to give it. You know what I mean? The terms is twisted. We even just seen I threw on, what was that show? Nick Cannon ex-girlfriend. She was saying, like, you know, Nick could date a lot of people, but she couldn't. She had to be faithful to Nick Cannon.
But she didn't have to be.
Yeah, but
that's the thing.
That was their terms.
That right there is when narcissism takes over. Okay? Because if you're going to do it, and then you tell me I can't do it, that's the red flag. And women, especially women, we ignore red flags.
Right.
Right? That is abusive. For you to tell me that you can be with other people and I can't. But if you stay in that relationship, that's when you become a sidewalk and he walks all over you.
Right.
So we have to have that conversation. Okay? I don't mind you seeing other people respectfully. And I'm going to see other people respectfully. Okay? It's nothing. Because you know why? I'm too busy getting my money.
Right.
I don't have my future and my career invested in a man. My career is my man. That's my man. That's who I'm loyal to. Not another human.
Right.
Now, I have loyalty when it comes to different areas in life. If I'm going to hold you down, God forbid something happened to you, I got you.
Yeah.
If you broken, I got it. I got you. If you going through something, you need a shoulder, I got you. But if I want to slide off, that's just what it is.
All right, caller, slide in.
Man, I'm finna intervene in this here, bro. I ain't let it go. So,
Go ahead. Let me see.
Listen, I'm going in just like this. Okay, we doing all the talking about men.
Go ahead,
right?
Jab. Everybody
in here watch Maury.
Yeah.
Everybody, and Maury, as my exhibit A, to show me that y'all women is way worse than men. Because I don't know how the heck y'all can sit up there and tested 17 fathers for one pregnancy and talk about men cheating. That's it. and I'm done.
And he's right. He's 100. Whoever that is.
That's Jab. He
okay.
Yeah, go
He's
ahead.
100% right. We cheat.
People cheat. But people cheat, but there are some faithful people. You know what I mean? And everybody ain't testing 17 fathers for their baby.
But you do. But sliding in DMs is cheating. Having a thought that's inappropriate is cheating. Cheating is just not the physical. Once you start lusting after another person, you have cheated emotionally.
So here we go. That's your definition of cheating, right? Because the thought of it, most people like it's just a thought. Like you think, oh, if Denzel walked in here right now, what I would do to Denzel, I might not ever see Denzel, so I'm not even cheating. So just because we think a lot of stuff, so
if he walked in, what would you do?
So listen, here we go. You
if he walked in, I'm about to shut you down.
No.
I'm about to shut you down.
No.
If Denzel Washington walked in here right now.
Yes.
And I know Denzel Washington personally. We're from the same place in New York. His mother and my mother, very good friends.
Okay.
If he walked in this door, if I got Denzel Washington to walk through this door, what would you do? And he came up to you and said, I just want one night with you. Would you go? Yup.
No.
Your face said it all.
No. I was trying to go somewhere.
Your face said it all.
I'm going to ask him to introduce me to his son.
Okay. But either or. Would you get with him? Would you get with him?
Son me, please. No, I wouldn't. No, because I have been.
You real.
No, all jokes aside, I done been in situations where like people I'm crushed on and like other celebrities being in there and I haven't crossed lines. And I mean, listen. It's about your standards and where you held yourself. And at this point, a one night stand for me don't do nothing for me.
You ever had a one night stand?
Yeah, I have.
Did you like it?
Listen, this is listen,
you gotta wheel me in, so don't forget we on FM. My bad. In the morning. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you, and let me say this: when I say a one night stand. Has supposed to been a one night stand to end up being a long term thing, right? I'm not one of those people, and this is why I say don't scrap. I can't get off about just sleeping around. Like if I end up sleeping with you, we probably gonna be connected.
So y'all go together. Y'all go together after that.
We connected. You're looking at like I've never end up sleeping with somebody and we ain't been years in after that.
Really?
Right.
So you can't smash and dash.
I don't smash and dash.
For real?
I don't smash and dash.
It sounds like that's on the menu.
Right?
Smash and dash.
I don't. But I mean,
can I get a smash and dash?
So I know 3. So, but here we go.
With a water.
But I'm not mad at people who they can. Right. But that's just not my mate.
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Because chicks like you,
we don't got 2 minutes, though. We gotta wheel it in. Come on, y'all.
Chicks like you, are y'all the type that like if the dude kind of flipped the script after he hit you, like he got a problem? Like, nah, we together.
No. And let me tell you why that ain't me. Because I believe in courtship. Like I meet, like you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. So I got you.
Like,
I got you.
I'm one of them people that like you gotta woo me first.
Right.
You gotta like I'm not. It ain't like we meet at the club and then it's like, oh, like, yeah. All right, we got to go.
See, I don't need that. I just need a check.
Okay, yeah. So this is me. Yeah. Okay.
This has been a great conversation. Oh my God. This has been amazing.
We're going to have you come back.
Yes.
When I miss. So listen, I might need another co-host sometimes when the fella's not here.
Got you.
I might need you to come on back.
You know I love 99 Jams. Of course.
All right.
Yes, this was lit. This was lit for in the morning.
So if you have any final thoughts, go ahead, Jabbar.
Right. Oh man, I want to thank you for coming in. It was amazing. NYC in New York. NY.
Shut up, Damien. How am I?
They going
on you, Qiana. Qiana, you're not alone. Thank you, Carla B. Go ahead.
That was a song too. Any final words?
Yeah, I want to say something on a serious note. I just want to tell everybody to keep pushing. Right. Whatever you in, keep pushing. Don't stop.
That's right.
Don't stop. Won't stop. And I want to thank 99 Jams. I love 99 Jams. whenever I'm in St. Pete, this is my home station. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, man. I love St. Pete. I love Florida. And you know I love me some NY. And I would like to just like pay homage to 9/11.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because especially people from New York, this is like a very emotional day because we lost people we know. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace, sleep in peace to all of the beautiful souls that we lost in 9/11. And that's it.
All right, listen, be the change you want to be or see. Write down those 5 things that made you happy, giggle, smile, because life is too short. Like we said, we talked about 9/11, and we can see that you may wake up today and not even make it through the entire night. You know what I mean? So be grateful. And I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We'll be back on Wednesday. Right? Yeah. And this has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm Qiana.
I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And I'm your girl, NY.
And we are out.